Hey, how's it going everybody? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be unboxing and giving first impressions on a fragrance called Homme by Alfred, released in 1989, and we're going to see what it's all about. I picked this guy up for about $12 on a discounter at Fragrance Net, so very cheap. It was a blind buy. I've never smelled it before, but I've heard that it kind of has similar vibes to Irish Spring soap, which for some reason or another, I was really obsessed with the smell of that. It smells so clean, so green, so fresh, and I was actually trying to create fragrances myself that were similar to that, and you know, it proved to be a little bit difficult, but yeah, we'll check this one out. It scores okay on Fragrance Net, or on Fragrantica, sorry. It's a 3.95 out of 5. A little below my usual 4.0. You know, you guys know that I like to choose things that are at least a 4.0 or higher on Fragrantica before I blind buy. But that's okay. So yeah, so Homme, Alfred Sung. The top notes of this one are juniper berries, bergamot, sage, pepper, artemisia, lemon, caraway, galbanum, petite grain, basil, and bay leaf. A lot of notes. You know that it's an old school fragrance when it has a million different notes. Middle notes of pine tree needles, aldehydes. Remember I told you guys soapiness comes from those aldehydes, you know, C12MNA, C9, C8, even C6, C6 hex is also a good aldehyde to give that kind of soapy vibe. Carnation, geranium, like geraniol, spicy notes, caraway, jasmine, and rose. Okay. And then base notes are fir, oak moss, like fir is in the tree, oak moss, leather, musk, cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, and patchouli. They just threw the kitchen sink in there and we're like, okay, we're going to make a fragrance out of it. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it was pretty cheap, so I figured, hey, I'll blind buy it. You know, we'll see what we get. So here we are. This is definitely a blast from the past, 1989. Let's see what we get. Okay, it's in a purple. The juice is purple. It's in a clear container. I beg my pardon. So, yeah. So Homme. This is an eau de toilette. Yeah, this is an eau de toilette, 100 milliliters for around $12. So, just in case you were wondering, it's very tall. The cap is plastic, which, you know, I was expecting that. I actually like this cap a lot better than the Antonio Puig caps because they have kind of a similar vibe, you know, that's sort of taller looking things with just sort of a cheap cap, you know, old school fragrances, right? So right off of the bat, the presentation is a little better than the Puig ones as well because it has a collar over the atomizer. The atomizer itself is metal, and the top part, the sprayer part of the atomizer is metal as well, not just the collar. So that's cool. It's actually higher quality than I thought. And then, yes, this is plastic, but not a big deal, you know. It almost has sort of a... I don't know, movie theater type vibe, you know, how they have that sort of an architecture. But yeah, not a bad looking container overall. We'll see how this atomizer works. There we go. Decent. Has kind of a weird sound to it. I'm not sure what that's all about, but decent atomizer. Oh, I smell it already. It is strong. Yes, it smells like Irish Spring soap. Very similar. Wow. That's so cool. If you like Irish Spring, go for it. Okay, this is cheap. This was cheap and it is strong. And this is my first smell on it, but apparently it lasts pretty long. I'm looking at the longevity, you know, what other people have reported on Fragrantica, and apparently it lasts a long time and it is strong. Definitely, I can confirm that. Can smell it from here. Fresh, spicy. You know, like you literally, like you just took a shower. You're just fresh and clean. not too dated, you know. I think what makes them dated is sort of that chypre classification of fragrance, because they don't really make a whole lot of those anymore. You know, we've moved over into the aromatic fougères and then over into the woody ambers now. Today it's sort of the bubblegummy woody ambers that you see today. Those ultra versatile ones, but this is it's old school, but you could still pull this off today for sure. Much more than even like, you know, some of the Cody ones, you know. It's still very relevant, very clean. A little bit of soapiness, sure. Soapiness and aldehydes. Mainly C12MNA for sure, because that's the most soapy of them all. You definitely get just very green, very piney. Similar to Aspen by Cody, but even more pushing towards that green soapiness. It is so similar to Irish Spring though. And I had been scouring base notes, and I had been looking around for a fragrance that smells like you know, that smells like Irish Spring, and somebody said, hey, try out Homme, you know. They were right. The smell itself is very good. It's well blended. It's, you know, it's old school, but it's very well done for its time. I would give it probably a 9 out of 10, you know, and maybe I'm biased because I love the smell of that Irish Spring, that freshness, but man, it's good. Good performing for the price. You can't beat it. Just, you know, blind buy it. Add it onto your next haul. You know what I mean? If you're doing a haul of a couple of fragrances, it's another 10, 12 bucks, you know. I would definitely recommend at least trying it out, guys. You know, let me know what you think of it in the comments if you own it, or if there's any other ones by Sung, because I know they make a bunch of cheapies, and it's something I could just throw into the, you know, the basket for the next haul, you know. Yeah, wow, this is pretty versatile too. So probably spring, summer, fall, you know. I wouldn't say winter, you know. There's not enough spiciness to it. There's not enough heat to it, right? You need a little bit of heat. But definitely spring, summer, a little bit of fall. Daytime fragrance, you don't want to wear this going out. That's kind of weird. But yeah, wow, for, you know, it's perfect for kind of older gentlemen, you know, if you're 30 or older, you know, a little more mature, you want something a little bit, you know, you want something still very fresh. But even really, you know, younger people in their 20s could pull this off too. I think it's great for all ages. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.